absolutely crazy past few weeks. That's why I'm a little late uploading a video. But yeah, got to get my priorities right, keep them right, and keep my Karen happy. But yeah, talking to Karen, we're very proud to say that her son Callum, he's got his he had his graduation party. He got a degree in his international business management, and so that took up one of the weekends where I could have been filming, but I wouldn't miss that for the world. So congratulations to Callum, well done. We're all so very proud of you. Yeah, I've come here because it's my ideal place for hammock hanging. It just works out perfect, and it's by the little stream that you've seen a few times now in my videos. You can't get a more beautiful woodland than that, really, can you? You're by a little stream hanging in your hammock, no matter what time of year it is. So yeah, I look forward to that, and it's great to have you come along and join me again. It's always a pleasure. I always appreciate you all. Well, the stream's right up. It's only usually a little trickle. If I'm going to go that way, my usual way, I'll have to take my boots and socks off and paddle through, but fingers crossed I can find another way. I don't really want to have to be doing that, but it's a last resort. It is gorgeous round here. There's a better option. I can go up that way, as far as I can tell anyway. Let's see how I get on. It's not too bad. What am I moaning at? Oh, the things that you do for the love of wild camping. That wasn't that bad, actually. Right, haven't got too much further to go now. Looks good to me. So I'm along the stream. I'm a little bit further upstream than I normally get. So yeah, I've not camped in this particular part before, but yeah, it's very beautiful. You can hear the stream, lovely and calming. Anyway, so I'll get set up. I'll put the tarp up, a 4x3, and I'll put the XL hammock up, and I'll get back to you. Ta-da! All set up. Phew, thank goodness. And no showers, no rainfall whilst doing so either. So there you go, there's the Aqua Quest 4x3, huge tarp, heavy duty tarp, ideal for winter really. Well, ideal in any weather, but it's quite heavy, so yeah, the winter months it's perfect, it's worth carrying. I may as well show you around, hadn't I, actually, before I go on to anything else, before I chunter on about anything else to you. We'll have a look. So come on inside. Here we are. Here's the XL hammock in all its glory, with the bug netting tied up out the way, so I can sit in there without it being a pain and getting in my face and what have you. Tranquillity pillow, 4 season sleeping bag that I've used for many years now. And here's the view from under the tarp. I'm sat in the hammock. Just how beautiful is that? That meandering stream. Gorgeous. I should sleep well tonight. The candle lantern there, and on the other side of the tarp I've got my other lantern somewhere. The other side, obviously that's not a candle lantern, that's a battery powered one. I'm going to rest a while now. Pretty tired, to be honest. Because it's that time of year, isn't it? Yeah. All that shopping that's got to be done. It's supposed to be done, but nah, I've hardly got anything, to be honest. I don't know about yourself, but nah. I'm usually prone to leaving things till last minute, and it's like a mad rush shopping. And but hey, that's not what it should be about, is it? Christmas. We all know that. It shouldn't be about the presents and all that, what you're getting. Oh, yeah, so I can actually unwind now. We can unwind. There is a slight breeze. But we're down in the valley, and it don't get too bad down here. Can you hear the stream? That's lovely. So I'm going to be rocked to sleep by the hammock and listening to that tonight. Bliss. Somebody mentioned about me, just like the rainfall that I've had on my recent camps. Said I had a good idea about me using foam insert earplugs. I use those at work, so they're everywhere. But yeah, somebody had the good idea of suggesting those, because I couldn't get to sleep because the rainfall was that heavy on one particular camp. Well, on a couple actually. Well, obviously I did eventually get to sleep, but you know what I mean, it's like ridiculous. The rainfall was like absolutely bashing it down. And anyways, to use these earplugs, I was thinking, well, you know, is it like a good option? Because if you shove those things in your ears, you don't hear anything at all, do you? I mean, I sleep pretty deeply anyway, and snore the woods down, as I've been told in the past. Yeah, but yeah, I sleep pretty deeply, so I'm putting those things in as well. Like you could pretty much say I'm in like a coma, in a you know, really deep sleep. And if I was ever to, camp was ever to be like approached, or I was to be approached by whomever, whatever, you know, or anything happening, I'd be totally oblivious. So like I'm a bit whether to use those, whether to do that, use the plugs. Yeah, so it's a bit of a situation. I don't think I would use them, just because I like the security. I think it's different at home in your bed, isn't it? You shove them in, and you know, if you do work nights, don't work nights. I have done in the past. If you work nights or whatever, and I suppose one way of guaranteed getting sleep is putting those foam things in. But you're at home, safe in your bed, you're okay, aren't you? But yeah, out here on non-permission land camping, wild camping, I don't know whether I'm not keen on doing that. Even though I can still, even without them, even though I can still hear like the roaring rain and that, it's keeping me awake. I'd still hear if anybody was within like close proximity to camp. I'd still hear, you know, like you can hear like telltale signs. You can hear things, movement around you, even if it's animals as such. So I do like to be slightly aware of what's going on, you know, even when I'm supposed to be sleeping. But it's a good idea. Good idea, though. Good ideal for a permission camp. Different then. Yeah, definitely recommend the foam inserts for your ears if you're on a permission camp and the rain falls torrential and you can't get to sleep. Why not? You're allowed to be there, so it means you're going to get a good night's sleep, then why not? Right, I'm going to shut my eyes for a bit. So tired. Shut my eyes for a bit. Time to do some slowing down in this fast-paced world. Just you and I in the woods, having a lovely time. I was talking of shopping and all that, Christmas shopping. I was up there with Karen the other week. It was my idea actually. No, that's not like me. To go shopping. There's something seriously wrong if I go shopping, but anyway, carry on. Anyway, so we got to the local shopping centre, shopping mall, or whatever you like to call it. Merry Hill it's called by us in the Black Country, or as otherwise known as Merry Hell to good Black Country folk. Yeah, Merry Hell, all right. So anyway, I was there with Karen, doing a bit of shopping, doing the usual thing, you know, being dragged around. No, I wasn't being dragged around. Yeah, I was going around, and we'd spent a couple of hours out there, you know, didn't buy anything really in particular, not a lot, and had a bite to eat. I think that's all we did really. I think it's because the weather was so bad. Yeah, that's where we ended up. So got quite a nice eatery there, all different foods, you know, different choices. So yeah, anyway, carry on with the story, Michael. Right, so we were there, and it was time to come away. It was getting on, and we was by one of the main entrances and exits to the shopping centre, and something caught my eye. I thought, something's not right here. Of course there wasn't. There's this elderly chap, and he was walking. Nearly went. I nearly did. He was making his way towards the exit like we were. It was quite a bit in front of us, but you can imagine this time of year the shopping centre was absolutely packed out, right? It's full to the brim of people, like ants or like sheeple. Yeah, that rhymes. Call whatever you will. Anyway, I look through, I see this old guy hobbling along, poor fellow, and yeah, he's hobbling along, and I noticed, I'm sure his trousers are getting lower. I thought, what's going on, you know? Sure, it's not just me, he's having a funny turn. And carried on watching him, and lo and behold, his trousers were making their way down. I can only presume he'd been to the toilet or forgotten his belt for his trousers. Poor chap. And his trousers, by the time we got close to him, myself and Karen, his trousers were like down by his ankles. And the whole point of me telling you this is, the poor fellow is the people that were around him. I mean, you know, shopping centres, malls, they're packed this time of year, or any time. The amount of people that were going past, looking and doing nothing. I mean, what is wrong with folk? I mean, even some of these people have got children with them, they were parents. I mean, this is a reflection on today's society, isn't it? Typical. The parents pointing and laughing at an old guy, an old chap, poor old man, with his trousers round his ankles, and he'd got like, you could see his underwear, poor chap, he'd got like incontinence pants on, shorts, you know, like an adult nappy sort of thing. And the people, like these parents, just looking, getting the kids having a laugh, some of them pointing. And we eventually were catching up with this guy through the crowds, and by the time we got there's two elderly women, bless them, and they got actually pulled him to one side before I could get there through the crowds to him, me and Karen, before we could get there. And they were sorting him out, and they pulled his trousers up. I think they'd rolled them over at the top. Obviously that's the best thing to do if you haven't got a belt, isn't it? Just double them up by rolling them up at the top. He said so I got there, he said I spoke to the elderly ladies that were sorting him out, and they said he'd lost his partner was in there somewhere. So I went off to the announcement desk, obviously, so I could put it over something like a loudspeaker for his partner, so we could find her. But unfortunately, there was in Merrill, apparently they haven't got like a tannoy system, loudspeaker system, and so I was told. So they, when I got to the desk, they said they were going to send security down there and get it sorted. Okay, so all well and good, but the whole like me telling you this is just like my complete and utter disgust of the attitude of people just don't care. And like, it was just the amount of people that were passing him with his trousers down by his ankles, and then his incontinence pants was ridiculous. And it took, I don't know, 5 minutes, it seemed like forever, for somebody to actually sort him before I could get there. Thank goodness for those dear old ladies. But I can't believe it. What sort of an example is that to set to show your children? You know, man with his trousers down around by his ankles, doesn't know where he is. It's such a shame. It really is a reflection on the times and how cold-hearted things have got. There's still good people out there, obviously, but It's getting less and less, I'm sure of it. I always like to tell you about, you know, what's going on in my life in between, you know, filming these videos. I always like to share with you what's going on, and I hope some of you do find it of some interest. But I also love to hear your feedback. Also, I have some smashing chats with you. Anyway, you're much appreciated. Anyway, back to it. Yeah, I'd like to share with you, like Callum's graduation, and you know, things like that, things that are going on in my life. Some, you know, just share it with you, and thoughts on my mind at the time and all that sort of stuff. And this is one of the things that's like just stuck in my head since going to Merry Hell. It's such a shame that times are changing to what they are. Things are how they are nowadays, so cold-hearted. You know, everybody's like quick to bully somebody else. It's so easy, isn't it, to be nasty to somebody, you know what I mean? Certain folk, it's so easy to like take their inadequacies out onto somebody else, rather than if they took the time or got the grey matter up top and started treating people nicely, they'd see how, like, you know, the feel good factor, you know, of being nice to people. It's uplifting. It's far better than if you're getting your kicks out of being a nasty person to others. Well, that's nothing. That's terrible. It's detrimental to everything. If you're nice to somebody, you know, it pays dividends. You know, I'm telling this to myself. This is not me dictating to you. This is what's on my mind. You know, what I realise. You know, you're nice to somebody. You know, you're feeling good within yourself. You get that uplift within yourself for doing somebody else good. That's how I feel. That's what's been on my mind lately. You know, that's one of the things anyway. One of many things that I thought I'd share with you. Right, let's get back to camp. Back to it. I've got a new stove I want to try out. A Petromax stove. Original Germany. We'll have a look at that. I'm so fond of my smaller stoves that I've not got round to using this, to be honest. But we'll have a quick look. It comes in this lovely carry case, and it's all layered like that. Sleeve and a compartment for each part of the stove that interlocks to each other. Then you've got like a mesh part with instructions, I presume. I've never even had it out. You've got the trivets in there. The trivets to the top of the stove are there. So it's a Petromax BK1. That's the name of the stove. It's not one of these like fold out things. It's like I said, it's one that interlocks into each other. So what I'll do is I'll get all the parts out and we can have a laugh at me trying to put it together. I have got my spirit burner. If say everything's sodden here, I would like to have a wood fire. You know, burn some wood for a change. Because I'm a lot more safe here than many of my locations. But everything's soaked, but we can give it a go nonetheless. Got part of it done. I put the ash plate, or whatever you would call it, at the bottom. The back on with the Petromax. It's been engraved, laser engraved, and the two sides on. So now all I've got to do is put the front on without it falling to bits. These stoves do tend to be, you know, rather fiddly and messy, but I did like the look of this. You don't mind getting a bit of soot on your hands, but it's fine. Lock that into place. It's very tricky to do on camera. really is. So like that, push that down, and there you got it. There, rather a nice big stove, very sturdy. And I've also I'm not going to edit that out, I'll leave that in. Put that on. Okay, right, so trivets on like that. Like that, obviously. Feed your wood in through the entrance here, or you can from the top down if you want, or you can even leave those off if you don't want, if you're not using a small cup or whatever, or a small pot, you can leave those off and that's going to be fine. So let's get some dead standing wood, and hopefully I can get a fire going in there. I'm working against the clock here, because obviously, as you know, the winter time we just don't get the daylight hours, so we'll see how this goes. I think we'll be okay. Right, I'm going to use the good old cotton wool ball and Vaseline trick. So let's give them a dip. Okay then, let's get the ferro rod. Pocket bellows, yeah. Okay, let's get this lit straight away. There. And they're supposed to grade it and go through your sizes of wood and that. But, I'm taking the ball by the horns and just going for it. And hopefully we'll have a successful little wood fire. Contained fire, and I can cook my tea or dinner or whatever you want to call it. And today I've got I've got turkey steaks, and I've got fire noodles, nuclear noodles they're called, ×2, and I thought I'd try them for a laugh. So I don't do very well with spicy food, to be honest. I used to be alright, but as I've got a bit older, for some reason, I'm a bit of a lightweight when it comes to spice, so we can have a laugh, can't we? And blow my head off with spices. Yeah, these are supposed to be like the hottest noodles that you can get. They're full of chili extract or whatever. So I've seen these on a lot of food challenges and things on the internet, so I thought, yeah, well, it's winter, it'll warm me up at camp, won't it? Why not? I've got some birch bark here, by the way, I could shove in. That'll help. Some the pocket bellows. Don't need those quite yet. But, let the fire take a hold, and we'll start doing some cooking. I'm alright by this tarp because I'm alright by this tarp because it's heavy duty, and all the little cinders and the soot and what have you, the embers, they shouldn't burn through this like they would the more commonly used tarps. Right, let's get my pan and sort out the noodles and the turkey steaks. So 2 times spicy nuclear noodles, ridiculously hot. I ordered these off the internet. What's it say about them? Soybean oil, acidity regulator. Does it say anything about the heat? Careful, the smoke's blowing in this way. Oh, right, okay. 2 times spicy hot chicken flavour ramen. And what it says, what is SHU? The Scoville scale is a measurement of spicy heat of chili peppers, apparently. And this is top of the list at 8,808 HSU Scoville units. So this is going to kick my butt, apparently. Don't take a lot, so I'm not very good with spicy food at all. I used to be, but I don't know why. I can't have it anymore. So let's get these on the go, these babies, these beauties. What we got? We've got the noodles themselves, obviously. Here's the noodles, the normal noodles, the extras in there, can't be missing those. And we've got the spicy sauce that we'll use, and I take it these are chili flakes. There's no English on here, but yeah, hear that? Uh-oh. So I'll boil the noodles up, get them nice and soft, and then I'll add the sauce, stir it in, and add those, add the TNT basically, add the chili flakes. Right, let's start cooking. Petromax is doing a fine job. I don't get much more wood in there, to be honest. Get the bellows on the go. Lovely. Stick some more in, and I'll leave that to cook, to boil, and soften those noodles up. Okay, I find the pocket bellows are ideal if the wood's slightly damp, and I haven't processed the wood, so right, I'll get back to you when that's boiled. I find with these, with any wood burning stove really, it's just to add a small amount of wood at a time, otherwise you can tend to like suffocate the fire. You know, just add a couple of pieces at a time and you'll be okay. Another great thing about the bellows, the pocket bellows, is that you can use them like, and you can, from a fair distance away from the fire source. So like, say from, like I'm right back here. See, I can blow. So you haven't got to get your face in the smoke of the fire or anything like that, or hurt your back or anything by getting down there and blowing. See? See, that's quite damp wood. Well, I'll still be able to do my cooking on there. No problem. Let's have a look, see how we going. Oh, they look more or less done, to be honest. Yeah, they're done. I'll just drain the water off and add the sauce. And of course I've got to do my turkey steaks. They shouldn't take too long to cook. They're quite thin. Oh. So watch they don't stick too much. They shouldn't be. Turn the stove round, you know, the feed hole on the front, so I've got the direction of the wind blowing into the feed hole where I'd feed the wood inside to the stove. So instead I've got oxygen feeding the fire directly, but that doesn't matter because I can always drop some wood, lift the pan and drop some wood in that way. I'm doing that just because everything's so damp, and yeah, it helps the fire tenfold. Like that. So steaks are doing nicely. Turkey steaks anyway. Okay. Lovely. Not too long and I'll be blowing my head off with the spicy chilli and turkey. I'm gonna have turkey out tonight, seeing it's Christmas. Why not? It's got to be done because it's cold. Add some spice, why not? So the turkey steaks are nicely done now. Right, time to get it down my neck. Let's add the hot sauce, whatever that is. Oh, that smells so spicy. God, it's like tar. Oh, this is going to kick my ass. Make sure you get it all out. And the, what I presume is chili flakes. Are they? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, they are. And seeds of some kind. And give it a stir round. Mix this all up. Oh, look at the colour of that. See that's definitely nuclear noodles. Oh. It's starting to rain now. Anyway, let's get all this stirred up, mixed in evenly. Oh, I can smell the spice. Whew. Oh, they are strong. And now where's the turkey steaks? Slightly overdone turkey steaks, but oh well, not to worry, it's all good food. Lovely. Here goes nothing. Oh, it's so spicy. Ooh, look at the size of them. Well, there's no nice way of eating these, really, is there? Instantly. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, it's so hot. Oh, no joke. Oh, I get a hiccup straight away. It's so hot, spicy. Oh. Oh my goodness, it's so hot. These noodles are no joke. I can see why they use them as challenges on the internet. 2 times spicy Nuclear noodles. I can breathe fire. It's like purgatory in my mouth. Oh, let's get some more down me. Shut up moaning, mine. You wuss. They really are. So hot. It's got my lips. My lips are on fire. My lips are burning. The tip of my tongue. The back of my throat. It's not all that's going to be burning, is it? But yeah, right, I'll work my way through this lot. Have some turkey to cool me down. I need some water, and I'll get back to you. Oh, these are no joke. Nice flavour though. Oh. Woo. Well, I'll tell you something, those noodles are no joke. Be told, if you haven't tried them before, whoa, especially if you're lightweight with spice like I am. But I thought we'd have a laugh. Why not? Certainly warm me up anyway. Not that I'm cold anyway, but my god, this took me about a good 40 minutes for the spice to wear off. My lips actually still feel swollen. My god, I can actually feel it burning in my ear holes. God. So anyway, it's all good fun. Right, as you've just seen, I've been chilling in the hammock for a while. Shut my eyes for a little bit. Ooh. And whatnot. So I'm going to be doing much the same for the rest of this evening. and chill. So the next time you'll more than likely see me, it will be I'll be in the hammock, all tucked up, snug as a bug in a rug, and loving it. So, I'm gonna have a tidy around, do the usual whatnot, tidy around. So if I have to get up in the night, I'm not going to go flying over anything that I've left lying around. God, that's chilly. Still repeating on me now. God. So anyway, yeah, you'll see me later on. It's about 8:30 now. I've been fast asleep. As soon as I got in here, I got lovely and warm, and that was it. Snore me head off. I just know I was snoring. Oh, lovely. Just lying here listening to that, the stream. Lovely and snug in the hammock. You can't keep awake for long, I tell you. If you've got a hammock yourself, you know that, yeah, you soon get really comfy, and yeah, you're drifting off to sleep in no time. Oh, this is lovely. I usually bring my little radio to listen to a chat show or two. I've forgotten it, so it's just me and the stream. No problem there. Lovely. I've got the Dura 2. It's like a mummy sleeping bag. You step into it and zip yourself up and then slide into the hammock. It's like, especially for, you know, hammock camping, but it's also for ground dwelling. But since I've got my under blanket on the hammock, and because this is a double layered hammock, I've got my closed cell foam mat in between that as well. So my back's plenty warm enough. I can use my Dura 2 here. I can use it as a quilt more than like getting to zip myself in sleeping bag. Lovely and warm. So if I do have to get up in the night sort of thing, you know, I haven't got to zip in and zip out of the sleeping bag, which is nice. Yeah, so, oh, excuse me. I'm tired. Oh. I'm being gently rocked to sleep again. Oh. No, this past year I've done a fair amount of ground dwelling, camping in tents and that. Really enjoyed it. It's been great. I haven't got a real favourite, you know, ground dwelling or hammock camping. I like to mix it all up and do a bit of everything really. Right, I'm going to shut myself up and get myself back off to sleep again. So, all being well, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Take care. See you very soon. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning now, and it's just started raining. Lovely, that lovely gentle pitter patter on the tarp. No finer sound. Complete bliss. Morning. It's chucking it down with rain. Oh, and as it's time to pack up and go as well. So what I'll do is I'll get a drink on, as always, have a morning drink, and then we'll get this stuff packed away. It's just a shame that it's in the rain, but can't grumble, can we? I thought I'd show you the how I've got the tarp set up, the 4x3 King Kamo by Aqua. Basically it's just your A-frame, as I've mentioned, like a modified A-frame. Let's take you around the back first. So I put the ridge line up there on the prusset knots, and all I did was peg the centre loop and peg that down to the ground, and I did the two corners a bit lower. So all I've done is raise the centre and then do the two corners a bit lower. So the tarp sagged a little bit now because it's been raining quite heavy throughout the night, but it's still plenty sturdy enough, secure enough. It's just the weight of the rainwater itself pulling it down a bit. Around this side, around the front, I'll call it the front. So as you can see, all I've done is got some dead standing wood, and I've tightened that up, pulled that out at the front there, pulled that out, and then I've just come one loop in from the centre and tied that off to the ground with a guide line, and also the same there with a guide line. What I did actually first was I did that one, missed the centre one, and I did that one, so I had the two coming down like that to the ground. And then what I did was I put the branch there, the dead standing wood, I put a notch in the top of the wood like that. I got plenty of options to adjust the height, to put a notch so it wouldn't slip, and I pulled it out on a guide line down. So I did that one, tension that one, and then I did the centre one, and then last of all I did the two corners down. They were just basically hanging, and I've just secured them down with another guide line either side. Where's that one? There. I did one there. It's the Aqua King Kamo tarp, and it's brilliant tarp, robust, like heavy duty nylon. I've shown this before on the ridge line where it's been made. You've got like another loop coming off, so you can hang your secondary ridge line across if you want, or I've just used it to hang my candle lantern. Well, it doesn't look at its best at the moment because of all the rain that we've had. It does need a bit of retensioning and that, but that's just to show you. Not looking too good weather-wise, I'm afraid. Right, let's get this coffee on, or a cup of tea, whatever, I can't decide, and then we'll think about packing up and making a move. Last night while laying the hammock, I got a good few hours to think over things, and I was thinking, well, Michael, your overnighters aren't going to last forever, are they? Like, nobody's lasts forever, do they? Of course they don't. As you get older, you know, you're not going to be able to do the overnights anymore, and I spoke to some lovely people who've commented, and they tell me like they're, you know, getting on now, and they used to wild camp, and they've got some fantastic memories. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Building up and gathering those memories to keep with you with your overnighters and your experiences. Keep those memories, because, you know, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Look at the memories. Filming for YouTube and that is fantastic, and it's put me in touch with some fantastic people out there, and it's great to hear from you, and it's lovely to know that you appreciate my videos. Believe you me, I really do appreciate you guys. But yeah, anyway, yeah, as the years progress, obviously my overnighters are going to have to slow down and eventually stop. Obviously, like I say, I've got many years ahead of hopefully doing YouTube videos overnighters to share with you guys, mini adventures and that, but this is looking well ahead. All being well, I keep good health and everything, because nobody ever knows, do they? I don't want to come across like too miserable and dwell on things like that, but nobody knows. But yeah, anyway, I'll probably wind it down. I'll end up doing days out, you know, setting up camp and that like this, getting a tarp or whatever, and then I'll progress as time goes on. I'll just have a day pack and a flask of tea and maybe some sandwiches, and have a stroll through the woods and enjoy it that way. You know, it doesn't matter, as long as you've got your health to be able to get out there. You're really blessed if you can still get out. You don't have to be doing overnighters to appreciate Mother Nature and in all her glory and beautifulness. You don't have to. I know it's nice to be able to, but it's not everything. As long as you can just get out here, it's good. So yeah. So each and every wild camp that I do is I'm gathering marvellous memories, and that is truly what it's all about. I've got my drink and I'm going to toast it to you guys. Cheers, all the very best. Ooh, hot. Right, so I'm going to have to think about getting all this down now. The rain has eased off a little bit, which is good, isn't it? Right, still raining wet though, but yeah. Right, I'll finish this drink off and we'll set off. Say goodbye to the woods for now. It's all packed away. That's where the BK1 stove was, just here somewhere or other. That's all cleaned up, and leave no trace. The place is exactly as it was before I came here. Most important part of the video, that's showing you. Leave no trace. Right, so let's get a move on and make our way out. That's the last camp of 2019. It's been fun, had a nice time. Hope you've enjoyed watching. It's been great having you come along, and it's awesome chatting with you in the comments. I really enjoy that, so you all really are appreciated. Kit that I've used, a BK1 stove, Very impressed with that. Very robust, heavy duty stove, ideal for all pots and pans. You put a Metz burner in there if you want to, so it's not only for wood. You can adjust the height of the base unit to it. He did a fine job in cooking my nuclear noodles that blew my head off. But yeah, it'll take all size pots and pans if you use those little trivets that come supplied with it. So that's great. The Aqua tarp, had that a while now, heavy duty tarp. So if you haven't got far to walk, it's excellent. It is ideal. You know, it is an ideal tarp, especially for winter camping. So it's time to say goodbye now then, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and I'll be seeing you in 2020 for more wild camps. So all the very best to you all. Black Country Woodsman, over and out. See ya.